Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally going to be putting away some more photo cards, so I have basically something for every single binder. And then these are just some extra ATEEZ photo cards that I had pulled out of my binder at some point, and I bought some ATEEZ albums, so we'll see if I need to put some back in to make the layout to work. But yes, let's just jump right into it. Here is my miscellaneous binder, so we'll start with this one as per usual. And I do have, my cat's about to jump onto the table, hold on. I do have just a few, actually I think this is just the one Nyan photo card that I need to put away, so that should be towards the very back. I'm still struggling to find the last four more and more photo cards that I'm missing. Which is very frustrating because I have like literally 70 photo cards up for trade or sale of twice on my account, and I can't find those trades. So hopefully I'll find them one day so I can just be done with twice, because they're about to have a comeback as well. So but yes, I do have the last business card that I needed. And then I did actually buy the soundtrack, the OST for Business Proposal. So it came with 4 photo cards and a lenticular, and then 2 bookmarks. And I think I know how I want to lay this out. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid, but I need a 9 pocket. So I think the way that I was going to set it up was just put this up here. This one's so cute. And this is what the back looks like. So for the 4 photo cards, I'm pretty sure the back is the same. Yeah. This is the one that I pulled for the lenticular, and the back is pink. And the last photo card. And I think what I'm going to do with these is just put the bottom half in a sleeve, and that is my cat. And just put them in here for now. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. I think what I'm going to do as well is put white fillers here so that I don't see the back. And we're gonna leave it like this for now. I don't really love that, but yeah, we're just gonna do that for now. And then I did mention that I did buy some ATEEZ albums, so I have actually, I probably need 2 sheets for this, honestly. These are all the ATEEZ photo cards that so I ended up buying 2 versions of their latest release because I really liked their comeback, and I probably will try to find the 3rd version at some point, but I bought, so there's a K-pop store near me, which I did not know existed. And I've been living here for like 4 years almost, but I think they just reopened like 3 months ago. It's called Oppang, and it's, I'm not gonna say where it is, you'll probably end up finding it, but yeah, so that store, it's just a tiny store. It's on the 2nd floor of a Korean market, and they just sell some goods, a lot of those little like freebie packs of photo cards, but then they also sell albums, and they have a full wall of albums, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they can actually, they've been stocking quite a bit. And so they had an event for ATEEZ's release day on Friday, this past Friday. Actually, no, not this past Friday, a week ago. And I went there and I bought the blue version of the album because that's the one that I like the most. And then this week, I went to Barnes & Noble, ended up finding the yellow version, so I ended up buying that one. And then I went back to Opang and I found Fever Part 3, and I ended up buying that because Deja Vu is is actually my favorite title track from their whole Fever series, so I wanted to get that album. And these were all my pulls. So for Fever Part 3, I pulled a beautiful little jongho with a little flower, and I pulled this Hongjung, and I never pull Hongjung. I bought these two photo cards, and I usually just pull Yosang, and I actually have a few of the photo cards that I have pulled out of here. And yes, I usually pull Yosang. So very, very happy to have pulled my bias Hongjung and then Maknae Jongho. So I'm debating how I want to lay this out. So I have two photo cards here, and then for the blue version of the album, I ended up pulling, let's see, these 4 photo cards. So I pulled another Hongjung, which again does not happen. I pulled San, who I have pulled before, but I actually gifted that album away. So I think this is the special photo card that Hello 82 was doing, or like the indie photo card, if I'm not mistaken. So that was in the album that I bought from Opang. And then I pulled Wooyoung for the American Press photo card. I'm pretty sure I'm getting these right, but please correct me if I'm wrong. And then for the ID, I pulled Mingi, who is my bias wrecker. So that's really fun that I was able to pull my biases. And then for the other version of the album, I pulled San for the ID photo card. Again, he follows me around. I pulled Hongjung for the album photo card, which is really nice because apparently I need to buy albums in person to be able to pull Hongjung. And then this is the, I'm pretty sure, the Barnes & Noble exclusive photo card. So I pulled Songhwa. And for the American Press, I pulled Wooyoung again. So I'm gonna see if my sister finds the albums and who she pulls for that. Because she bought one of the Korean Press albums, so it didn't have that photo card. But if she does find it, I'll see who she pulls, and if we can trade. If not, then Wooyoung will be up for trade for any of the other members, probably preferably Hongjung or Mingi. And then the second time that I went to Opang, I bought quite a bit of albums for me and for my sister. And I'm not gonna say how much I spent, but the girl at the front was like, oh, here, pick out a freebie. And she was pulling out freebies. They were like bookmarks for Twice, because I bought a Twice album for my sister. And then she was just like rattling off what other groups she had, because obviously I asked if she had Stacy or 17, and she said no. And I was confused because the day before or 2 days before I had been there, and the other girl had given me freebies from both of those groups. And I was like, oh, that's weird that she doesn't have any freebies of those groups anymore. But then she mentions that she has ATs, and I'm like, oh, if you have ATs, then sure. And then so she pulls out some photo cards, and she says, you can pick out 2. And these are the photo cards, and if I'm not mistaken, these are Sinara pre-order benefits. So my guess is that I spent a certain amount of money at that store, and she just allowed me to choose 2, and they didn't have Hongjung or Mingi. So I grabbed Songhwa and San. I was between San and Yosang, but this pose is just so adorable. So I also have these 2 pobs that are actually legit, that I'm going to be putting away, and I'm still very shocked that I have those. So let's see how I'm going to organize these. I will probably speed this part up. Okay, that should be everything. So I just put back 3 of the photo cards that I had pulled out when I was like reorganizing my whole binder. So this whole page are photo cards from their first series of albums. The one that I call the Pirate series. So yes, and then this ended up being a page for Fever, the Fever series albums, plus I think this was from a photo book. So these are from Epilogue, these 2 are from Fever Part 3. The pre-order benefit that I want to get from Hongjung is from Fever Part 1, and then these are from their photo book, Ode to Youth. And then this last page is everything from their new series, which is, I will dub as a world series. So yes, that is everything. So I think that is everything for this binder. Let's move on to the next one. All right, so for my Stacy and Monsta X binder, I do have quite a bit to put away, which is super exciting because I've slowly but surely been making progress on Stacy's older photo cards that I wanted to get. So I finally found a trade for Jay. I love this photo card of her so much. So she goes here. And then I did find this Sumin pre-order benefit from Statham, and this is Make Star, so not on this page, here. I just realized that I put these in the wrong order, so going back to Seon's album photo cards. So why did I say green? Oh, I wasn't looking at the back of the photo cards. I was looking at what she was wearing. So she's wearing purple in this one. And then here you can see the green hair. So this one goes here. And then that means that the only album photo card that I'm missing for Statham is Yoon's glasses photo card, which is going to be extremely hard to find. But I do have some stuff up for trade for that. Equivalents from this album. Hopefully I'll be able to find a trade for her. And then Stereotype. So this photo card should be shipped out to me soon, but since I do not have it, and I do have this photo card because when I was in Opang, I bought some Stacy Statham albums, and this other girl that I met there also bought a Statham album, and I think we both bought like 2 because I was really determined to try to pull Yoon, and if not, then I wanted to at least have photo cards from the same era to trade because I didn't have any. And I think I pulled Jay, and then the second one that I pulled was actually this beret photo card, and I showed it to her, the girl that I met there, and she was like, oh my god, I love that so much. And I was like, oh, I already have this photo card, so this will be a dupe. And she had just pulled this ISO photo card from her Stereotype album. And I had, when she showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, that's Princess Isa. And so when she saw that I pulled this and I already had it, she was like, do you want to just trade? I'm like, yeah, sure. So we are going to put Princess Isa up here for now. And I think that looks absolutely beautiful. And then when Cheerleader Yoon comes in, then I'll find a spot for her. But this is gorgeous. And I think then I move on to Young Love. So I do have both of Isa's photo cards. Does this one go here? No, it does not. This one's the one that goes here. Then I'm still missing this Sumin. It's the last photo card that I need, and I have an extra of this Seon up for trade for her. If anybody has the last Sumin I need for Young Love, and then this is where this Isa goes. Then I did get some group orders in, so we have Seon's Make Star Round 3 photo card. So beautiful. And then this is Apple Music. Can't remember which round. Oh, round 3, because that's the only one I have marked. And then this one's her Hello 82. And then her Make Star 2, I pulled Yoon in the group order, so I have Yoon if anybody has Seon's equivalent to that. please trade with me. And then these two I still need to look for. And then we all know that I bought, obviously, Stacy's newest comeback, so I have not had to do any trading so far, so that's fantastic. I pulled this gorgeous Yoon, which I really wanted for the Love version, so she's going up here. And then I pulled my girl for the Digipack. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. I'm just gonna put her here in the middle. And then I pulled this J for the Power version, which was the other photo card I really wanted. So the only photo cards I'm missing are Sound's actual album photo cards, which I have a couple of inclusions coming from Randy from the fixed group order I joined, so I should be pulling her if he pulls enough Sounds. So that is kind of it. I did sit up for K-Town and I bought my albums from K-Town and actually ended up pulling Sounds, so we'll put her away for now. And then when Randy's group order comes in, then I'll just sell the dupe that I have. And I actually did also pull Xion. I don't really have a spot for, actually I do. I need to talk about this photo card. We're gonna put Xion in here for now, but I'll be right back. All right, so the little sleeve that I had, filler that I had in here was for Isa's With Moo photo card. And I knew that I really wanted to get that photo card because I could already see from the previews, and I talked about this when I was setting up my binder, I could already see from the previews that it seemed like she was wearing some pink glasses. And I was like, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's just what my eye is seeing. And if that's the case, I really want that photo card. But when I went to buy my set of albums, I was going to buy my set of albums from With Moo. One, I could barely figure out the website because I think that weekend it was just having issues loading, like the whole, yeah, everything about it was just like struggling to upload, like the global portion of the website. And so I was struggling with that. And then once it was finally working, shipping was just so expensive, like just the whole thing, just getting those 2 albums and then the shipping cost all added up was going to be significantly more expensive than buying the albums from K-Town For You, because K-Town For You always does discounts. And since I was already going to be buying 17's albums through K-Town, I was like, it doesn't make sense for me to pay for shipping twice when shipping is already going to be extremely more expensive through With Moo. And I can't get 17's albums through With Moo because they're not affiliated. So I ended up just getting everything through K-Town For You, and I had talked to my friend about this. Her name's Janine, and she is amazing. And I just casually mentioned it to her, and because we've been talking, like we both ult Stacy and 17, and so we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do K-Town, which sucks, but I'll try to find Ice's photo card at some point. And then we traded a bunch of things between Stacy and 17, and when the trade came in, I opened it, and she had put in the card this beautiful decorated top loader, and it had a little note on it, and it basically just said, I was going to give this to you at the concert because we're both going to see 17 at the same stop. She was like, I was going to give it to you at the concert, but 1, I didn't want you to try and find it yourself, and 2, I read that we can't have bags at the concert, so I'm sending this to you early. And when I opened it, it was Isa's With Moo photo card, and when I tell you that I actually shed tears, I was shocked, first of all, because yeah, she kept this very much a secret, did not tell me anything. 2, the decorated top loader is so freaking adorable, and it matches Isa so well. And 3, for somebody to do something like that for me, I felt very emotional. She is the absolute best, and I owe her tenfold for this. But Isa's actually going to be living in her top loader, so we're going to keep her in here displayed on my shelf, and so I'll put Xion here. Super long story, but I just wanted to share that because it was something that really nice, and yeah, very much grateful for her and her friendship, and she knows this. I had actually sent her, just as a little gift, a decorated top loader like a week prior, and I think that's why she also went ahead and decorated this top loader for me, which is super adorable, and she included the cherries, which is amazing. Anyway, done with that little side story. I think that's it for Stacy. I do have these circle cards. I pulled Seon and Xion, but I don't know what I want to do with these right now, and I know from NCT circle cards that these can leave indents on other photo cards, so I might just not put them away right now and just keep them like over here in the little pocket until I decide what I want to do. But yes, those will be there, and I will likely end up with OT6 at some point. Monster X. Don't have very many photo cards. I only have like 3 photo cards, but I do have one of his Are You There photo cards. I traded for this. I'm so happy I finally have this. I think this is his version 4. This is one of my favorite Jooheon photo cards, so super happy to finally have that. And then same person that I traded with for that, they had his X ID, so I ended up just buying it from them. So Follow is finally complete. Oh my gosh. And the blue hair, love it. And then I do have one photo card for the very back, and I think, I'm sorry Shonu, but I think you're gonna have to move to the back until I reorganize things. But when I was at Opang, clearly I went a little crazy over there, but when I was over there, I was talking to my sister, showing her everything that was there in case she wanted for me to get her something while I was there, since there are no K-pop stores where she lives. And I was just rattling everything off, and I see that they have Kihyun's Voyager, and they had just the jewel case left, and it was just one. They just had one of his jewel case, and that was it. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, what if I just grab it and see if by chance there's a bread Kihyun in there. If you don't know what bread Kihyun is, Kihyun has 4 photo cards for his jewel case, and one of them he's holding a piece of toast in his mouth, and everybody wants that photo card because it's so stinking adorable. And I bought the photo book version of his album, so I was never gonna pull it, and I was like, oh, I'm just not gonna, like, I really want that photo card, it's so adorable, but I'm just not gonna bother with it. And when I was in that store, I saw it and I was like, what if I just get it? Whatever, we'll see. And I opened the album while I was still in the store, and lo and behold, he was in there. Like, what in the world? How is this? There we go. Like, what in the world? How? I don't know how that happened, but I'm absolutely amazed, and this photo card is so cute. So super happy to have this, and he will be going here for now. That's so cute. Oh, I love that. Shonu's just chilling in the back for now, but yes, I am very happy with that. I actually think what I'm going to do is have Kihyun be in a row. And that feels better. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. Okay, that is it for this binder, and I'm already at half an hour of filming, so I may divide this into 2 videos. Who knows? But let's move on to the next one. Here is my non-album photo card binder for 17, and I don't have a lot, but I do have some to put away. And oh, I'm gonna have to create a new page. So we need to create a new page for Face the Sun pre-order benefits. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put, so if you can tell, I basically have a page per era of just like random pre-order benefits that I liked from different members that I ended up collecting for that era. And so for Face the Sun, I'm not sure if I want to do Face the Sun and then another page for Sector 17, or if I want to merge the 2. But since I do not know yet, I have this one Sungkwan that I really like, and he's just gonna go here for now. And that is it. I do plan on getting other members. There are some Hoshi photo cards that I really want because he's been wrecking me a lot lately. I don't really want to talk about it. If you know, you know. If we talk on Instagram, you know. Anyway. Yeah, I hate doing this, but I'm just gonna leave it like this for now until I decide what photo cards I want to get from this era. And then I do have photo cards from Be the Sun, and I'm trying to decide. I guess I just leave them. Oh, I did leave a little page for it. So these are the photo cards that I have. This isn't from Be the Sun. This is from Carrotland 2022. Sorry. But yeah, these are the photo cards that I ended up keeping from, aside from Scoops' set, obviously. But these are the other member photo cards that I kept. I create a 9 pocket, just like I did for Power of Love and for Carrotland 2021. Jungkook has really been loving doing that pose a lot. And that is that page. That is it for this binder. So let's move on to a hefty one. This is my OT1317 album photo cards binder, and I do have quite a bit for this one. When I say quite a bit, I mean a lot. Let's move forward to an ode. I have, what is this? I have this Seungkwan photo card. So Truth is Complete. And then I think I have 3 real photo cards. So we have Woozy. Oh, wait, oh yeah, I think I ended up getting Woozy instead of DK. We have Hush. And Minghao. And then everything else should be from Face the Sun and Sector 17. So I have made some progress on this. I don't know if I have everything on hand, but I might be able to complete this page. So we have Horang Hejun. We have Glasses. Minghao. Horang He Vernon. And another Horang He Vernon, because he really loved the Horang Hes this era. This page is complete! Yay! Okay. And we have this Ray Minghao, and then I'm still just missing this one Path Vernon, which I had traded for, but I'm pretty sure that got lost in the mail. I had 3 pieces of mail that I'm pretty sure got lost in the mail. One was a top loader that I bought from a friend. One was Songchul's Aladdin photo card for Face the Sun, and then the last one was a trade from Canada, and it was a trade for 4 photo cards, which is very sad. It was for this photo card. I'm pretty sure it was for this photo card. One of Dino's Path photo cards and one of DK and Vernon's Path photo cards. So that is very sad, but I'm slowly regaining them in trades. So we have this Mingyu, so cute. I'm actually very surprised that I was able to find trades for Mingyu and Dino first after that mail got lost, because those have been the hardest to find. But I found trades for them, so not mad about it at all. And then we have this Dino matching the Mingyu. And do I have this? I might have this in the wrong order. This is, who is this supposed to be? I'm confused. Oh, I know what happened. I just had these in the completely wrong order. So we have Jonghan's paint photo card. And we have Hoshi. I love this one so much. And we have this DK, and this page is complete. Yay! Oh, this is so beautiful. Move, there we go. This page is so beautiful. I also traded for this photo card twice because I thought this photo card got lost in the mail, and it was just sitting in my binder the whole time. Yep, that happened. Okay, now we can get started with these. So we have Jonghan's control photo card. I pulled it in a group order. And everybody wants this photo card, so I'm so happy that my group order manager pulled like 20 of these. She always has 95 line luck, so very happy that she was able to pull him. And then we have this Hoshi Horanke, which is so adorable. And we're gonna ignore the amount of Hoshis that are sprinkled throughout this binder. Then we have this Woozy, which was also very difficult to find. So cute though. And we have DK. So this page is also complete. Oh, I actually really like how this looks. It's very tone on tone. I like it. All right, so we have this Shua from the Ray version. Pretty sure I'm still missing this DK. And then we have this Mingyu. And this beautiful Dino. So just missing this one DK. This page has been complete for a while, and then I ended up pulling Woozy in the group order that I joined. So adorable. I actually really want to get some other members' photo cards from the Weverse version because the photo cards are just so adorable. Like this one in particular, oh my god, it's just so cute. I really want to get DK, Seungkwan, and surprise, surprise, Hoshi's. So I might try to get those and then have a separate page for them at some point, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Sector 17. Sector 17, I feel like is gonna go a tad bit slow for me. I mean, I've made some progress. I mean, that's a decent amount of progress, but I also bought a bunch of albums, so. But we have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Jonghan from the new, wait, what am I doing? New Beginning. New Beginnings? Yes. I need to change this. We're gonna put New Beginnings up here. Then we have DK. And Seungkwan. So these are the top 3 that I decided to collect this era. I don't know if I had mentioned that before. And then we have Jonghan's New Heights version. And DK's. And then I'm still missing Seungkwan, but I really want to just find trades for Seungchul first because I haven't been able to find his New Heights ones. And then I'll try to get Seungkwan's. And then for the compact version, I did the New Beginnings version of that. So we have DK, Seungkwan. This Seungkwan is so adorable. I just realized I put these in the wrong place. Seungkwan goes here, DK goes here, and then I did trade for Jonghan, and he is on the way. So almost done with this page. And then I decided to do only one OT13 set, but it's not going to be a full OT13 set. It's going to be a mix. Since the compact version has both concepts, what I'm going to do is just, I picked, out of the 9 remaining members, I just picked my favorite photo card between the 2 New Beginnings photo cards I have and the 1 compact version that is from the same concept. So they're not all going to be from the compact version. They're not all going to be from the New Beginnings version. It's going to be a mix between the 2. But we do have this Hoshi, so Scoops, Jonghan, so Joshua Hoshi, June Hoshi. And we have Wonu, Vernon, Dino. And I'm not doing two OT13 versions, but I do have the Target exclusive and then some other photo cards that I really liked that I couldn't get rid of. So we'll be putting those away as well. So this is Joshua's Target exclusive photo card. I actually might need to lay these out before I actually start putting them away because I cannot remember. Ugh. This is okay, so this is not a Target exclusive, but this is Vernon's compact version. I pulled it and it's so adorable, I didn't want to get rid of it. Then we have Hoshi's Target exclusive, so he will be going here. And I actually pulled Hoshi's full New Beginning set, plus his compact version of New Beginnings, plus his Target exclusive. So Hoshi clearly loves me, and he knows that I've been struggling to not collect him. So yeah, that's why he's showing up. And then we have June's. This is his Target exclusive, so this one will actually go here. Oh, actually, I'll rearrange stuff. And then this is Woozy's Target exclusive as well. So I'm pretty sure that I traded for DK's Target exclusive, so he will likely go here. And then we'll do Woozy, Hoshi down here. June goes here, and then I did trade for Donghan's Target exclusive. So he will go up here. And in the middle, I'll have the extra album photo cards that I could not get rid of. So we will have two Hoshis and a Vernon. Let's do it this way. There we go. So not bad. It could be worse, considering how many photo cards they've had for the last two eras. But yeah, I'm so close to being done with Face the Sun, and I just want to find the last photo cards that I need so I can wrap this up. But that is it for this binder. Let's move on to the last one. Last but certainly not least, we have Scoops' binder, and today it is officially Scoops' birthday in Korea. So today's the 7th of August. Korea, it's already the 8th. So it is his birthday. Very, very happy birthday to this beautiful, beautiful man who I absolutely adore. I'll save you guys from my sappy thoughts, but I just really love him. Then we have a decent amount of his photo cards to put away, including some of his Sector 17 photo cards. So we have one of his New Beginnings photo cards. And actually, I'm not going to put these away until I cycle through all of them because this is going to have to get rearranged. This is his other New Beginnings photo card. This is his compact, one of his compact version photo cards. This is his other compact version photo card. And his Target exclusive. So, missing his two New Heights photo cards. And I did pull his keynote in the group order, so should be getting that as well. Now I need to decide how I'm going to organize this, because that's 8 photo cards though. No! And I wasn't going to put the stickers in here. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. This is his sticker for the New Beginnings version, so I am going to put the sticker here. Oh, but there are going to be 3 New Heights. I want the sticker in the middle because it's different. I'm trying to figure this out. So these 4 plus the Kino are all... Am I going crazy? Why do I feel like I'm missing stuff? 5 of them are... Okay, yeah, with this, that's 6. Then if there were 2... Wait. 5 plus 3 is 8. Why am I struggling so much right now? I'm gonna just pull all these out except for the Kino one. I'll fast forward through this. Let's do that for now. So new beginnings concepts will be at the top and bottom, and then the middle will have the new heights concepts. And the reason I didn't want to put the sticker down here is because it's just so different from the rest. So I would have liked it to be in the middle, but the layout just wouldn't work if I did that. So that is it for that. And then I have a couple of his non-album photo cards to put away, and I don't know why these are empty. Oh, because I think I rearranged stuff. Anyway, guys, I have this photo card. What? I have it. I genuinely never thought that I was going to be able to get this photo card. Like, I genuinely did not think that would ever happen. But I have him, and he is here, and my Holy Trinity is finally complete. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. And then, so it was a set of his, with a lot of his pre-order benefit photo cards, including these two. So I have 2 extras of these that I'm trying to trade off. And then it also included this one and this one, as well as some others. So very happy to see this. These are all his Hangare pre-order benefits, which is super nice. And then I did buy his Yes 24 from the semicolon era. So this is also complete, which is super exciting. And then I have started receiving some of his Face the Sun photo cards. So I'm not gonna remember these. I think this is his Soundwave. No, this is Apple Music, which I didn't even write on this. Is it on the other page? Where's Apple Music? Okay. Oh, because it's Apple Music / Soundwave, I think. I think that's what it is. So we're just gonna put them there for now. And if he's not supposed to be there, then sorry. This, I can't. Oh, I think this is Beat Road. I feel like I'm really off my game this era with knowing which photo cards are from which stores. I usually feel like I'm on top of that. I don't know what this is from. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess. Okay, he probably goes here somewhere because of the outfit. I don't think I put the outfit at the front, this outfit at the front. I did not pull this, but I do want to get it. And oh. You know what? I can't figure this out. So, I don't know what to do. This is a carrot version. Excuse me. Okay, I'm extremely confused as to which ones are which, and I'm not going to bother with figuring it out right now. So we're just going to leave it as is for now. I did impulsively buy these 2 HMVs, so they don't really have a home right now. But I do know that I want to go back to You Make My Day, You Made My Dawn, and just put the HMV in the middle. So that's what we're going to do. This is the You Made My Dawn, right? Yes. Photo card. So actually, we'll leave this one here. And then I'll at some point get his You Make My Day one as well and put it away. Then the other one that I have is his Happy Endings one. So should I just put it here somewhere? I guess I should, and what I'll do is just do this. That works for now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with his HMVs. I think at some point, once I'm like pretty wrapped up with most all my collections, I'll start focusing on his HMVs. I just don't know if I will be putting them within their era or just having like a couple of pages of HMVs. So that's for a future me to decide what to do, but I do have his Carrotland 2022 photo cards. Did I? Yes, perfect. So these are all his photo cards, and I was only missing one, which I have already bought on Neokio, and I'm pretty sure it's already at the warehouse, so that will be getting to me at some point. So that's all of them, and then I have, sorry about that, I need another page here. This will be for his Be the Sun photo cards, so have a lot of progress to make on this. So these were the only ones of his that I pulled, so I think I'm gonna just put these here for now, and then I will set this up properly. But yeah, that is it for now. So that is it for this binder, and that is it for this video. That ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. It is an hour long. It's actually at 54 minutes right now. I'll probably be able to cut that back a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna do one long video and just call it a day because I really don't want to split this up. But yes, thank you for watching and joining me while I put away all my photo cards. It had been a while since I never posted the last one that I had filmed, so happy to kind of talk to you guys through here, and thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.
하나, 둘, 셋.